Hi everyone. Well, big guys have gone home. Mum's taking a little bit of a break from them. You'll see Lily is down there, not too perturbed that I put her home. Jack, well, he wasn't so impressed for the first 5 minutes, I would say, but he's decided, well, okay, I'll give it up and I'll just have a little bit of a rest. I'm sure he'll be out later. But I thought, in the meantime, while the two others were having a bit of a rest, I would get my little girl, Myah, out and we would have a check-in on her. And she decided, snuggling up at the back of the pillows was a great place to have her rest, although that's what she's been pretty much doing all day. Myah just shed a few days ago, and then she ate, and of course only the mice, but she ate. But this is my other spotted python, and I've done a video with Apani that you will see is completely patternless, well, spotless she is, whereas Myah of course has the spots. She is a blonde spotted python, and that is pretty much, and I've said in my video, where between her spots she's a much lighter colour, whereas a spotted python will be quite dark. Actually, you will still see the spots, they are even darker again, but sometimes the variation between those markings is very minimal, and in others it's quite noticeable. But with your blonde spotteds, it's really noticeable. Those spots really stand out. Myah is 4 years old, and she's a nice size. Myah, she is a female of the species, and I would say Myah would be the length of a corn snake, maybe to some degree as thick in the girth as corn snakes. Yeah, I would say roughly about the same. And little spotteds, and I call them little because, you know, most of the species I have here, are on the bigger side, and these are the littlest that I've actually got. And you're not really in the best of the lights there, darling. I'll move the pillows and we might be able to see you a whole lot better against that white. It's actually quite brilliant, Myah, and I don't know you to stay still. Well, she does. Probably out of all of my snakes, Myah is the most chilled in that aspect, although she has her bursts of energy and off she goes, and she likes to explore. She's a climber as well. I was told they were more ground pythons, but not my two. Both Apani and Myah like to climb, so they do have that availability in their enclosures to be able to do that. And Myah, she loves to get up here. She'll climb right across that climbing area. She'll go up onto the higher area. She hangs out there quite a bit. So yeah, they love to get up high and off the ground. So if you do have spotted pythons, give them that in their enclosures. They will use it, and especially You know, I'm always saying about the hammocks, especially the hammocks. Myah loves to hop in hers and go to sleep. It is definitely one of her favourite spots to chill out in. She likes her hides too. So yeah, I would recommend that you have some hiding areas for these little ones on the cooler side and on the warm side. You don't want them having a hide, say, in the hot area, and that is where they continually stay, because they want to hide. And if you haven't got one down in the cooler end, they won't go there. So I recommend that actually with any of your snakes that like to hide. Make sure you have one on both sides of the enclosure for them. You want them to feel comfortable enough to thermal regulate, and you would think that they would. You know, okay, I'm getting hot here, I need to go and cool off. But sometimes that instinct to feel much safer and secure in their enclosure will override that, and they won't do it. And you certainly do not want that happening for them. So if you see your snake is one to like their hides, give them two. Don't skimp on them. Some snakes like that in their enclosures. So just because you don't want one, or you know, you want to, oh, they're always hiding and I never get to see them, isn't about what you like at all. It's about what that snake likes and prefers. So yeah, do what your snake needs. I'm not saying that all spotteds will be climbers. I know that they will to a certain degree, but you know, I like to offer a variety for them to make that decision, and not me to make that decision. You know, like Sia, I think about it and go to myself, she never utilises anything. She doesn't utilise that hammock up over in the corner. She spends most of her life hiding in her hides. I should take them out. But she may change her mind too. You know, she's been with me for a while, over 6 months now, and you know, you would think that she's starting to settle in and get more and more comfortable, and she is. But the fact is, you know, she spent 3 years without human interaction. She spent 3 years with a water bowl and one hide in an enclosure, and I'm not really sure as to when she actually went into an enclosure, because most of the snakes that I saw there, and we're talking even the bigger snakes, bar the coastals, but the big adult Bredleys and that, were all sitting in tubs, and not very big tubs either. So, you know, I'm not sure about how long Sia was even in that larger enclosure, but she certainly had nothing in there to climb on or really have any activity in her enclosure. It would have been so boring for her, and I just don't know. She does not climb. She has been on them. When I've put her back, she's kind of, wow, I'm home, thank goodness for that. And she'll climb all over it, but then she'll just find a hide and go straight to a hide. So yeah, such a shame, really, such a shame that she's never been. And where are you going to go? Sorry guys, I've not got the camera pointing, but she's made her way up under here, and I'm going to have to slowly Because she's, sorry, I'm still got you. Ah, well that's silly of you. She's kind of gone up under here. But I don't know how far she'll actually get up under there before she actually realizes she won't fit all the way in, and there's every possibility I'm going to have to lift it and actually physically help her to get out. Yeah, she's realizing now, oops, I'm a bit fat, Mum, to keep going there, and I think the camera's blurring a little bit. And okay, I'm going to turn off and I'll get her out so we can just have a look at her cute little face. Okay, we're back. She didn't go too far. By the time I put my hand in there, she'd already backed out and was coming out all by herself, so that was easy. And now I've managed to get her, and you can have a little bit more of a close-up of her. Of course, now she wants to, of course, go and do some exploring, as she does. Hey, because she knows what's up there. She's been up there many times, so she knows where to go, and there's all that climbing area up there for her to enjoy. So I will, as I do, to help her on her merry little way a bit. It's okay, I've got you. I promise I've got you. Will this camera do it focus on her for me? There it goes. Are you ready, doll? You can go up here for a little while. Whoa, I just fell down the little gap. Oh, one day I'm probably going to go a cropper climbing up here. I can see it happening for sure. So I'll just get her going, and then I'll finish up the video once she's got a good grip and feeling comfortable. You right? Yep, she says I'm good now. I know where I am, know what I'm doing, and I know exactly where to go, Mum. And that will be all the way up here, and then she'll end up hanging up here for a while. So guys, it's little Myah, my blonde spotted python. So you take care of yourself and your family and your friends, your snakes and all your animals. Ciao.